The entire world seems to be asking the same question. Where is Spider-Man?
Hello guys, welcome back to a new video here. How's everybody doing? How's everybody been? I'm back. I know it's probably like the fourth time or third time I've been back, but this time I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving, all right? I'm not effing leaving. Sorry. Does anybody know that reference?
I'm not fucking leaving!
Let me know in the comments if you know that reference. Anyways, let's get started into what this video will be about. As you guys can tell, I'm back and I'm here to explain you guys basically where I've been, my journey since the last time I've really been talking to you guys, which was about a year ago, and my life after high school. And really, I just want to share you guys my experience on my life after high school and the advice I'd give and what I've been realizing and when I'm gonna start taking action now. So let's get it all started back to last year. When I first started uploading still consistently was still in like February, January of last year. And then I just stopped like around February, March. And that's when I realized I decided to take a break from the YouTube to really enjoy my last days, last times as a senior in high school. And I don't regret doing that at all, because trust me, I do miss it. I already miss it, guys. I already miss it. It's not that I missed high school or the schoolwork that I had to do, but it was more like I just miss the stress-free I was, the friends I had there. And like, going to school is so better than going to work, going to whatever your main thing is, whatever your job is. I mean, maybe that's not for everybody, but me, I just work at a regular retail store, and trust me, I'd rather be going to school with at least people I like to see, my friends. I could chill there. I don't have to talk to people I don't want to talk to. And now I have to just stress, think about these bills I have to pay, think about, oh, I gotta do this that day, I gotta do that, I have to get my breaks done. And it's more like I kind of knew the stress that was going to be ahead of me, so I decided to just appreciate life. But the one thing I regret not doing is not planning for my life after high school, which is what I really want to recommend to everyone who's in high school right now. Start planning and start setting up your routine for after high school. Because don't get me wrong, after you graduate high school, you unlock free roam. You do. You really do. But now it's like you're on your own now. Everyone is now off to their own journeys, and you're in your solo journey. You're on your own road. And it's on to you on where you want to take that road to. Where do you want your direction to go towards? Do you want to go aiming towards your goals, to your freedom? Or what's your current goal right now? Just to have an emergency fund, just work at least for meantime. Even then, you still want to plan for the future. All right? Because I really didn't. I just knew when I graduate high school, I'm just gonna be working, because I don't have a car, I don't have a truck to go to school, so I'm just gonna be working. Yes, that was kind of my idea, but I didn't plan, oh, what else am I gonna work on after I'm out of high school? What are other skills I want to build? Either that's sales, communication, business, architecture, or whatever not. Or what do I want to improve about myself? My physical health, my mental health, my spiritual health, or this and that. Start setting up routines on what you want to work on now that you're out of high school. Now that you're out of high school, you could truly choose what you want to work on, either about yourself, about other things. clearly about this channel is about mental health, personal development. So I clearly always recommend just investing into yourself. I always recommend investing and building up your mental, because I think that's just so important, not just for any daily life, but in the work life that you want to choose in, or your career path that you want to go in. Because in life, guys, life is always going to be life, and life's always going to have its ups and downs. And recently, my whole life this past year has felt like nothing but downs. You have your ups, but then it feels downs. But then I looked back and I started remembering at the videos I used to make for you guys. What do losses mean? Losses means we're learning. And as much as that not that I hate it, because I don't hate it, hate's a big word. As much as I dislike the pain and stress and that I've been going through, that this loop that I'm consistently in, I dislike it so much. As much as I dislike it, it's been teaching me so much as well. Not is it only teaching me what I don't want in my life, what I don't want in front of me. It's teaching me how people get also stuck in this situation. I understand how people get stuck in the rat race, get stuck in this loop of going to work, eating, sleeping, going to work, eating, sleeping. If that's your thing, go ahead. Don't feel wrong. If you want to live a casual life, go ahead. Nobody's shaming you, because nobody's expecting you, to live your life fabulous, wonderful, whatever, bougie, whatever that. It's on your expectations of your own life. How do you want your life to look like? How do you want to live? My big thing has always been, I want to be financially free. I just want to be financially free so that I could do the things I want to do on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do this YouTube thing, communicating you guys, spreading the word, spreading my message out to everyone. I want to do that on a daily basis. I don't want to be working retail every day on a daily basis. I don't want to be a mechanic on a day. That's your thing. I don't want to be a mechanic on a daily basis. I don't. Those are just things that have never been my thing. Never at all. My skills is just I think my preferable skills, my best qualities is my communication, being there for others, and like improving and want people being the best versions of themselves, I think communication is really important. And I think there's so many things in life that we just need to hear from. There's so many things in life that we need to hear that not everyone has that guidance to. You know what I mean? Not everyone has the answers to. And I'm not trying to portray myself as some type of God, because I get all this knowledge from God himself. Thank you, Lord. But I just want to be there for people who have not had somebody, I guess, if that makes sense. I just want to lead everybody towards the right direction. And to me, it's so depressing to see not just me, but everybody else get stuck in this trap of just having to work, having to pay bills, having to do this, having to do that. Don't get me wrong, in life, that's always what we're going to have to do, but I want people to see there's more to life than just that. There's more than just living your life on go mode, on repeat. You know what I mean? But yeah, I really love you guys so much, and I really hope all of you guys are able to understand me. Hopefully I'm expressing this and communicating out correctly for all of you guys. And I just want to say thank you guys, honestly, because if it wasn't for the feedback that I've gotten back about my channel, I don't know if I would have continued, you know. Throughout this time that I've been gone, I've had a lot of people tell me, man, when's your next upload? When's your next video? Man, your video did this for me. Man, I saw your video on my TikTok. I did this, I did that. And it's like, I feel so happy to make a difference in someone's life or even in their day. And I just want to make a difference. I want to change people's lives and how the way they view life. You know what I mean? I want people to get out of this loop that I feel like I'm currently in, you know, of just working and paying bills and just having a bunch of things built on top of you that you feel like you have to get done. And it's just like, I don't blame people for being in this trap, being depressed, because anybody would be. Anybody. And I'm not afraid to admit, I think this past year, not my personal life, I've been kind of a bit depressed because I haven't been the best version of myself. I haven't been winning. I just haven't been there. I haven't. But that's when they say, when you lose is when you learn the most. And when it rains, it pours. So as much as I hate this position that I'm in right now, I know in hindsight, I've already accomplished my goal. I've already inspired thousands and hundreds of people. I just know that all this thing that I'm going right now is for a reason. For me to realize how other people are feeling, what I don't want, how people can move from this, how people can learn from this, how people can get out of this. And that's what I'm going through right now. In order for me to inspire and help other people out, I have to know what they're going through. And we're all humans. I feel like at the end of the day, we've all felt each other and how we've all felt the same emotions. We've all felt the same emotions, you know? And that's exactly what I'm going through. I feel like I'm feeling what people have lived through, what people have been going through. And I want people to get out of that. I want people to start seeing the joy in their life again. Because my always thing, my videos in the past was always about having gratitude and being grateful for where you're at. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it was kind of difficult for me to be grateful and appreciative of what was going on when it just seemed like I kept taking so many L's and L's and L's and L's. But that's when you have to think back and remember, hey, I wanted this. And I needed this. For example, me personally, for me to give you guys advice, I need to go through the losses. I need to take the L's and go through the hard times where I feel like I'm depressed, feel like I can't do it, feel like I want to let go. I need to feel that way so I could grow and become better and rebirth and reinvent myself as a better person than I was before. I've always described myself, my little spirit animal, as like a phoenix, especially the one from Pokemon. But because like the spiritual meaning in those is that you always rebirth. You always die and you rebirth yourself into a better version. And that's all that's been happening to me. I started this channel because of a breakup. That rebirthed me into who I was. My next thing, me leaving high school. It really rebirthed me, find out where else I was lacking at. And it's gonna rebirth me into a better person now. And that's all that life is. You know, it's life. I've said it so many times in past videos, and now that you're always gonna have your times where you feel like you're in the top of the world, or you feel like you're at the bottom of the world, or you feel like you're going ups and downs. But it's about how you react to the situation. It's about how you react to life. Because honestly, guys, it's been like, I think it's been probably like 6 months now where I felt like, bro, I don't know how to get myself out of this position I'm in. I don't know how to just slow life down. I don't know how to just get myself out of the situation I'm in. And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I low-key lost what I said because someone texted me, so no, I lost what the fuck I was gonna say. I have to look back at what I said. So basically, the more you feel this way of feeling trapped, feeling lost, you just come to this realization where it's like, am I gonna stay here in this position I am, stay lost, and just stay in this work life and this work loop that I'm continuously staying in? Or am I finally gonna snap out of it and just be like, this is not what I want to do, this is not where I want to stay at. Let me take initiative and find something else. Go towards my passion, go towards my dreams. And it's way easier said than done, don't get me wrong. But you really just have to just do it. The more you pull it off, hold on to it, like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it the other day, you're gonna keep pushing it off. And I'm saying this from experience. There's so many times where I've said I was gonna make this video right here, right now. I said I was gonna make this video probably months ago, and I kept putting it off. No, I'm gonna wait till I buy my truck. I bought my truck. Oh, I'm gonna wait till I have this amount stacked up. I got that amount stacked up. Oh, I'm gonna wait till this time. No. The more you keep holding it off, the more you're not gonna do it. So you just have to the moment it pops up in here, we kind of have to, oh my God, this is like the third time I did this. You kind of just have to wire your brain into thinking, sorry, I don't know if you guys feel bad about me holding this, and I feel like it's not balanced. You just have to wire your brain into thinking, I have to do this now. I have no option. How bad do I want to escape this position I'm in? How bad do you want it? Are you going to keep letting fear take over you and stop you from what you really want to do? Or are you just finally going to stand up and do the hard work? Because in life, nothing is ever easy. So you just have to stand up and do the hard work. And just know that what you want, what you have in mind, you have already accomplished it. It's just about doing the work. And that's all I've been trying to tell myself, feed into myself, and wire into my brain, that I've already done the work. Well, I've already accomplished it. I just have to just do the work. And it's so difficult, don't get me wrong, to think, yeah, I can do it, it's just this time, I have this and do, I have this job, I got bills, I gotta take someone there, I gotta do this and that. as much as, yeah, those things could cramble onto you, at the end of the day, they're just excuses, though. If you really want it, you can make time for it. There's so many times throughout our day, we're just scrolling on Instagram. We're just scrolling on TikTok. Or scrolling on Marketplace, looking for something to buy. Being on the game. Or just taking a nap. Those small moments, those small hours build up and rack up over time. Oh my God, there's a big ass bumblebee over here. Those shits stack up over time. Those times stack up. So are we finally just gonna... Sorry, this bee is so loud. I want to show you guys, but I ain't trying to expose my home. Where's this bitch at? He left. Anyway, I'm sorry. How are we gonna just... Those are just... Back to... I'm sorry. Those are just excuses at the end of the day, right? And there's so many times throughout our days we're just wasting time. And we're just scrolling, we're doom scrolling, we're on the game, we're taking a nap. It's just chilling, not doing much. When that time can be put into your side hustle, your business, whatever you want to accomplish, your hobby, something of those sorts. And that's simply how you can get out of it. And obviously it's way harder said than done, but it's just, you really have to have that talk with yourself and see how bad do you want it. Yeah. That's mostly gonna be all the advice and experience that I've really gone through throughout this past year and a half. You know, set a routine, build systems, because if you build a system, you think you don't have time, right? But when you build systems, you find time, right? And you could simply build systems with AI, bro. I know we don't like AI right now. Is not bad. Earth Day was the other day, so we're not fucking with AI. But in reality, AI was meant to help us. So let's try to actually use it for the good and better of ourselves. Because we ask AI to help us solve problems. Why not ask AI to help us solve the problems we have here? So ask AI, tell him your schedule, tell him what you want to accomplish, and make your system around that, all right? But remember, you could build these systems all you want, but deep down it's in here, in here. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to achieve this goal? And did you already achieve it? That's the trick question. Did you already achieve it? If you said yes, you're already in the right direction. Because we already accomplished it. It's just about doing the hard work. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I think that's all I have to say. I think that's my main message. My bad. I think that's my main message for the video. And hopefully I said it to somebody who really needed to hear that, because I really needed to hear that. And I'm glad I could finally taking action and putting this video out there. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? Trust. Bye, guys. I love y'all. I love y'all.